Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Spoken and Heard open mic here at Kickbutt Coffee in Austin, Texas?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I'm Ernie B, and here's your host, Hot Tamale, and the lovely Lost in Thought.
We are sans music tonight.
Yeah, I can't find my USB drive that has all the music on it, and I thought I left it in the machine here. And so I got here, and it's not there, so it's missing. So there's no music tonight.
Hey, Ernie, do you have a flathead screwdriver on you? This thing is droopy.
There's one right there underneath that monitor, the video monitor. Under that chair.
Oh, underneath the monitor. Okay.
Ernie B, did you search your video?
You hit me in the butt with that.
The butt sack?
Talking to the mic. We can't hear you.
Talking to the microphone.
We can't hear you.
I'm asking her why she hit me in the butt with a screwdriver.
What?
I'm asking why she hit me in the butt.
I can't hear what you're saying.
He's asking why I hit him in the ass with a screwdriver.
Yes.
How's that?
Yes.
No. Something got lost in translation.
You guys are on, talk. The show has started. Speak.
The show has started.
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus.
So, hi, everyone.
See what I got to deal with? Guys, I have enough to do with, and then I got these. Okay, I'll just stop there.
I'm just
Talk,
so used to,
Lane,
I'm just
talk.
so... What,
Talk.
you want my...
Talk.
Okay, let him talk.
My shirt just says it all. That speaks of my entire
Duh,
attitude.
we know that.
Yeah.
And I'm not drinking either. So I can't drink for a month.
Okay,
So I'm pretty
that's just it.
high strung right now.
Because your teeth.
Ernie B has totally went dark side. He's literally been chugging Starbucks.
Don't say the S word here.
espressos.
Don't say the S word here.
You've been drinking them, man.
But you said it.
You've been drinking them.
So
Sinner.
when I'm not here, I do.
Sinner.
When I'm not here, I do. But I don't
Okay.
say it.
Let's do it. What's happening, Kickbutt? Oh, come on, people.
Can't see you.
I think that's all you're going to get out of
I
it.
get more excited when I get doped up for my colonoscopy.
I think that was good.
What's happening, Kickbutt? There you go. You're about to witness the baddest open mic in the ATX. Spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kickbutt Coffee, Music, and Booze. That's right. This is not your average ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar. And behind the bar tonight, we have the Viking Danimal, who will keep you fed, caffeinated, and...
Buzzed.
But please, nothing says I love you without being creepy. Like giving your bartender lots of tips. Do not make him make complicated drinks and give him $1. That's really cold and kind of ignorant too. Don't do that. Support your local open mic by supporting the bar.
Support your business.
And the specials tonight are all mixed wells, $4.25. Get your deliciousness and get buzzed happily. But we also have giant cookies, muffins, sodas, iced coffee, you name it. Pretty much whatever you crave, they have it. They also have what else?
Pizzas,
And
pretzels, muffins.
And if you just want something to munch on, we also have bar mix and nachos with cha-cha sauce.
Cha-cha-cha.
No, 2 chas.
You don't do the, you go, boom, dun, 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 cha-cha-cha.
Don't tell me what to do. Okay, so if you want to sing your song, dance your dance, strut your stuff, and dear God, anybody's got to dance better than that. Like I said, if you want to come up here and do your thing, come over to Lost in Thought, me, Hot Tamale, or Ernie B behind the soundboard. Go over to Ernie B just so he can say...
Yeah, so I had two teeth pulled on Friday.
Yes, he did.
And they were killing me, right? And one was completely cracked. My wisdom tooth was completely cracked in half. And the other one was infected. So I went, okay, let's just do it. Let's just take it. I was there. I might as well just do it. And then after it was done, they said, oh, yeah, you can't drink alcohol for a month. I was like, can you put it back in? So I can't drink anything for a month. It was just, I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Ernie B without whiskey is like a day without a sunrise. It doesn't work.
You know,
It doesn't work.
What I do is very stressful.
Yes,
all
it
this
is.
engineering and stuff, you know, and that kind of balances me out. So I don't know how this month is going to go. By the end of the month, I'm going to be like, well,
either that or you're going to weigh 90 pounds at the end of the month going, check this out. Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
So hopefully I won't murder anyone. But
take him. Take
Well,
him
there's
first.
plenty of ways to de-stress. There's
favorite whiskey. Ernie, you had a question. What's your favorite whiskey?
free.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That is a good answer, Ernie B. But honestly, our poison of choice for like the numerous weekend is Jim Beam.
I used to have a Jim Beam shirt.
Yeah, some people rag me about the Jim Beam, but you know, I like Jack, you know, but Jack's heavy, man, and you know, I mean, and I like to drink a lot of whiskey, so I go with the Jim Beam, because if I drink Jack like I drink Jim Beam, I'll not be well. So.
All right, so shall we get the show started?
Yes.
So go ahead, get started. Who is coming up first?
So, I think we all know who's coming up first.
Don't look at me, look at them.
I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at them. So I think we all know who's coming up first. All the way from down under, we have Mr. Tom Moon.
Hey, wow, no sound. Here, kids, hey, look at this. Live on your TV. Bodies falling from the skies. Deja vu, September 11th, 2001. Jumping from the Twin Towers, son, to their certain death live on your TV. Broadcast on national television. Replayed ad infinitum. Emotions are invoked like anger and revenge and shock, leading to invasion of Afghanistan, leading to assassination of Osama bin Laden. 2 decades later, 20 years later, we're coming again to September 11, 2021. 20 years after the Twin Towers, we are reversing again. We're withdrawing again. We are withdrawing like we did before in Vietnam. Last helicopter out of Saigon, nobody's falling from the sky, son. Just a repeat of military defeats of a third world country. Vietnam is poor, invaded by France, defeated Dien Bien Phu, French left, Americans came in with an alliance including Australians, a coalition of the willing. Now Vietnam was seen as sort of like another military defeat. Refugees now live in America and Australia. Deja vu again, deja vu again. Well, here we are. Here it is. Withdrawal is again a method. 18 flights a day, 1,800 taken away, only 150 Americans, C-7 transport, 640 refugees, living people right clinging to a C-7. Bodies falling from the sky again. Bodies falling from the sky. What you got? We got sleeping outside the rubble. We're all connected, man, more than internet. Women wailing about forthcoming bailings. Girls soon to be denied an education. Refugees from other wars blocked at now closed borders. United Nations confined to quarters. We're feeling this one, man, more than Iraq or even Vietnam. This is our 20-year war, our American invasion. We came into a wrecked country and tried to control them. But these rocks are both sharp and very, very old, man. We do not speak their languages. We do not know their cultures. We see religion as a cause of wars. What we did not uncover was how come they've resisted all empires. Alexander the not so great to drone warfare versus guerrilla warfare. Pictures flood in just like Vietnam again. Evacuation and dropping bodies from the aircraft wheels, dropping bodies from the sky again. Taliban now control all weapons in all sections. Welcome back to ancient war zone tribal Afghanistan. We are sleeping outside the wreckage, awaiting airlifting. Concerned poets are asking, where can we weave our spells and enchantments for peace and prosperity when military solutions just cause more wars? Where can villages of artisans resurrect once these bombs and guns displace us? Why do we feel as refugees when songs and dance and poems are totally forbidden by the Taliban? When did their religion displace indigenous cultures and the idea of holy morph into holy war? Bless all harvest of happiness, water and the trees. No man's land of civilian casualties. War never works. Play adds to us tonight. We are of peace and wish equality and joy and poetry as our international cultures. We will gather again in circles tonight at Kick Butt, songs and poems as storytellers, to remind ourselves our culture is created and continued by your support, your positive encouragement, person to person, song to song, uncensored. Kick butt, kick it. Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay, don't do that. That's even more irritating than not having music.
I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. Give it up for Tom Moonbird, who's even groovy without the Airport Boulevard experience, and his shirt matches his background. Look at that.
Yeah, I forgot to tell the audience here that you can see him up on the screen behind the bar over there. The monitor that's on the stage, it was working before we started. Of course, it died right before we started. So the screen behind the bar is like on a 30-second or 40-second delay because it's actually streaming from the internet. But yeah, that's where you'll see. Let me get rid of this. That's where you'll see our online virtual poets because they are joining us from their homes. Some here in town, some from elsewhere, out of state, out of town. Yeah, I got rid of that already. See.
Oh, okay.
So when somebody mutes their video on the online call, that happens, and then I have to keep an eye on that, and then I have to mute their call until they come back.
It's got a
Well, mute their video anyway.
It's got a very Brady Bunch
See?
thing going on.
It's gone.
Okay, I see it.
But anyway, so yeah, so that's what's going on. They can see and hear the show at home. We can see and hear them. Unfortunately, the monitor on the screen would have been in real time, so at least we get to see them here in halftime. and another disclaimer: if there are any musicians here tonight, if you're going to perform if you're going to perform a music, if you do a cover song, let me know. Because I can't stream that. I have to mute the audio for that. You can play it here, but we can't stream it online. If you do original music, no problem. But yeah, Facebook will they'll take down the whole program if we do copywritten music. And so just let me know. I mean, if you're gonna do cover songs or not.
And Ernie B will mute the audio to the stream. But
but our viewers our participants on the Skype call will still be able to hear it. Just the people watching on Facebook at home. And we do have a few viewers watching already. So
in New Zealand,
it's all this copyright stuff, you know. With all this new streaming, all the laws have changed, and it's a pickle. I'll tell you.
Hence that's why you can't find full albums on YouTube anymore, and it's pissing me off.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at the same time, artists need to be paid too, you know.
Okay.
So there.
Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
Yes. So coming up next, we're going to get a little dirty.
Oh boy, how dirty are you?
What she said. That's what she said. God, that's awful. Huh? What?
Lane.
So coming up next, it's Allie Bell and me. Come on down.
Hey guys. How you guys doing tonight? We good? We live? Everyone's here? Yes? Okay, thank you. So I'm Allie Bell. This is your host, Lost in Thought. He's also my most reoccurring and most beloved guest on something we like to call the Dirty Daddy Micro Talk Show, which is why he was asking how dirty I was.
Yes.
I'm like a disturbing level of dirty. These questions have been toned down to try to be more accessible.
What?
Can you move a little forward forward, like close to the stage, because you're behind her.
How are we doing? We good?
Yeah, come a little closer to the edge of the stage. Okay. Okay. And Allie, if you could step one step back. I'm sorry. That'll work right there. Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Ernie.
Yeah, because otherwise I can't. The other camera's up here, and I can't get a shot of him.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Finding your mark.
Yes. So we found out last week that Lost in Thought's power position is seated. So we're trying to accommodate that because the brilliance just flows out of him better. Standing and being this pretty and smart is too much for him. So we like to work with where he's at.
Yes.
Okay, before I do this, my obligatory self-promotion. If you like comedy and fashion and absurdist poetry, you can find me at Fairy Dust Landing on Instagram. Okay, the comic
What's
inside
that
me.
called again?
Thank you. Fairy Dust Landing. That was good. That was good teamwork, buddy. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. How you doing tonight, Lane?
I'm sitting. How are you?
I'm standing, feeling good. Wearing flowers and lace, so I like that.
Yes.
Feel like
Oh, I just noticed the bottom lace too. Cool.
the extra lace?
Yes.
Because I'm sassy. All right, let's get right into it.
Let's get it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Wow, we're so straight.
I know. That's probably the most straight I've ever sounded.
Truly same. And I fuck men, so I don't really know what to say about myself. All right.
I do too.
Oh my God, we have so much in common. Okay. Marry, fuck, kill, conceptual edition. So
I'm going to start writing this down because I can never remember.
yeah,
You know what? No.
I think we'll get through it.
Yeah.
But good bit.
Yes.
Okay, so which of the following concepts do you want to marry, fuck, or kill? The concept of being able to make yourself come with just your mind. The concept of being able to make anyone else other than yourself come with just your mind. The concept of your favorite pet being able to live exactly as long as you.
I would probably marry the ability to make myself come with my mind.
I knew you would say that. You just like washing those dishes.
I do. That would make it so much easier and more convenient. It's like, on like masturbating on the go.
So you'd be like on your way to the grocery store, pull over real quick.
Yeah.
Woo, good to go.
Exactly. Just like perk up pill.
All right.
Yes.
So which of the other two concepts would you fuck and kill?
I guess I would. You know what? I guess I would kill the ability to make anyone else come. I love animals, but I guess in this theoretical situation I would, even though it would destroy my sex life. But let's be honest, what sex life?
You're not a total psychopath. That's really what the test is. If you're like, I would for sure kill all the animals and just make everyone come.
I know. It's like fuck animal safety,
Orgasms for everyone.
I know.
Except for Sally. That dog is dead.
I know. I'm like, Oprah, you get an orgasm, and you get an orgasm, and you get an orgasm.
Death. Pet that's loved me unconditionally for my whole life.
And yes, I guess I would fuck the ability to make my...
Pet live as long as you?
Yes.
All right. Weird thing to be into, but okay.
No.
Which of the following is the sluttiest way to kill yourself?
Ooh.
Pills, deep-throating a Glock, or slitting your wrists in a bathtub full of rose petals?
The sluttiest way of killing myself.
Asking for a friend.
I would probably say... What's the second one again?
Pills, deep-throating a Glock, which is a gun. Sorry, forgot my audience.
Okay.
Slitting your wrists in a bathtub filled with rose petals.
I would probably say the third one, mainly
Right?
because I think of Mira Sorvino in, what is it, American Beauty?
Never seen it. Love your reference.
I mean, it's not like you can bleed rose petals, but...
Right? I feel like the optics of that would be so cool, especially if there were candles lit.
Yes.
And then whatever detective found you would kind of fall in love with you.
I know. I guess the police would be like, well, it was a tragic way, but damn, it was sexy.
Right?
Yes.
That's exactly what I want. Oh my God, you get me.
I've never seen a more sexy obituary.
Right? And they would all have whiskey and then jerk off about it together because that's what police officers do, right? Yeah?
Yes.
Blue Lives Matter. Okay, that was ironic. I'm so sorry. If you were a dominatrix, what would your outfit be?
If I were a dominatrix, well, you know what? I've always loved Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Oh my God, I knew you'd have a good answer for this.
I'm not sure what a male version of that would be, but...
You don't have to be male if you don't want to.
Sure. I would probably go with that. One of my... If it wasn't the Crypt Keeper, it would be Elvira.
Nice.
Yes.
I like you have a backup, on days you're feeling a little moody. You don't want to be that femme. You're like, Crypt Keeper, bitch. You like
I know.
it.
I'm punny like that.
You're good like that.
Mm.
If the sounds you make when you orgasm were a crystal, which crystal would they be? Topaz, amethyst, or emerald?
I guess I would go with amethyst mainly because that's
Dude,
the
me
one.
too!
I know, that's the one that sounds like... What's that green stuff that makes you go nuts that you put in drinks?
Money? No, sorry. Absinthe.
Absinthe, thank you. Yes. Probably like that. Amethyst equals absinthe equals drunk.
Okay.
Just a touch of it. Just a touch of one. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't have anything to add to that. I feel like that was a really well thought out answer, and I
Yes.
like that you brought alcohol into it. So good job. Okay, marry, fuck, kill. Guys from dating apps edition.
Okay.
The guy holding a fish that he caught. The guy crouching next to a mural. The guy at his sister's wedding.
I guess I would kill the guy with the fish that he cut because that's just a really boring.
The
Photo.
one piece of feedback I have on that answer is he might give you like a little bit of a fight because he's like a hunter and he like kills things. So he might fight back. So like just bring a weapon.
Yes.
Okay. So I need to be safe.
And I guess I would marry. What were the other ones again?
Guy crouching next to a mural and guy at his sister's wedding.
Oh, I would probably definitely marry the guy that's with next to the mural.
Right?
He's really
he
in
like
touch with his
appreciates
feelings.
art. He knows
Yes.
about posing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
And
And
he can get on his knees. That's always a good sign.
it is, right?
We love a man on his knees.
I love that.
Welcome to Kick Butt.
And welcome. Walked in at the right time. Thankfully, he didn't think I was proposing to him. So, I guess I would fuck the guy at his sister's wedding because I think the guy at his sister's wedding is just looking for a quick bang anyway.
Yeah, that's why I would kill him.
Really, you would kill him?
Yeah, I hate him.
Quick bang, kiss, kiss, bang, bang.
Okay. Do people still give handjobs?
I would assume so.
Why?
I've seen it in porn all the time. But, I mean,
But like, why do they give handjobs? I don't understand.
I guess your mouth would be better, but
Thank you.
But an HJ, RJ, I never had an RJ, but
You never had a rim job?
yeah, once, but
Oh my
it
god, we
was-
have to download Grindr to your phone immediately.
I tried
Just
to do.
put that as your name. Be like, I've never had a rim job. Help me, daddy. It
I
works.
tried to do Grindr once.
I tell straight men I've never been able to come from being eaten out.
Well,
They
poop
need
and
to eat
cum.
your pussy.
I know
Your butt pussy.
your butt pussy.
Bussy.
There's actually a porn site called Bussy.
I believe it.
Yes, the Bussy.
I'm definitely not going to
Maybe
Google that
that's.
later.
Wait a minute. Maybe that's why it's. Of course, it'll be a gay porn site, and it's called the Bussy Report. Of course, that just occurred to me right now. That's why it's called that.
You live and you learn. We're
I just-
basically reading Rainbow.
I just learned that just now.
All right, we're going to move on. Which of the following classic cartoons best describes the personality of your dad's balls? Donald Duck, Goofy, or Tigger?
I guess I would say Tigger because I never met my father. Because I guess Tigger's always bouncing and he's quick, so you never see him. So like he's probably just way bouncing away.
That was such a good answer. And that reminded me that I meant to write in dad/sperm donor to be inclusive. I totally forgot. Okay, this is
Bye, Dad.
This is a segment we call Podcast Pinata. I'm going to tell you the name of a theoretical podcast, and you're going to give a brief synopsis of what it is.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Dave's Dungeon Deep Dive.
Dave's Dungeon Deep Dive.
Yeah.
I would probably say an S&M pizzeria.
Oh my god! Like with a stone pizza oven?
I know.
Yes. Is there some sort of like participation? Like, do you like get spanked and then have your pizza? Or is it just like an aesthetic thing only?
Probably getting spanked while you're making the pizza.
Oh, okay. Entrepreneur alert. I mean, Austin is the town for you.
Mm.
Which of the following Lana Del Rey songs best characterizes your least satisfying hookup?
Okay.
Norman fucking Rockwell, Diet Mountain Dew, or Terrence Loves You?
My least what hookup?
Satisfying.
My least. I would probably go with the Mountain Dew one.
Diet Mountain Dew?
Yeah. Mainly because I don't know why Norman Rockwell, even though it's boring, it's like Americana and has like such a great
It's like
feeling
hot,
to it.
right?
I know.
Right? It's like, take me on a sailboat. What if we get lost?
But Mountain Dew makes you sterile anyway, so, you know.
Oh my God, I did not know this. I have to
It's
tell
a-
my friend Erica.
It's a rumor. I'm not sure about that. Don't call me
Don't
doctor.
tell Honey Boo Boo, okay? All right, last question, baby. You ready?
Yes.
Marry, fuck, kill, dirty talk edition.
Ooh.
Okay, so which of the following dirty talk phrases do you want to marry, fuck, or kill? Fuck me like the dirty little slut that I am. Spank me like your daddy did you. Babe, did you shower after the gym?
I would probably kill spank me like the daddy.
Like your daddy did you.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want to say that to a lover?
I'm an odd gay dude. I never liked the whole daddy theology.
All right.
I just never
seeing
got
if
it.
you've been converted since last week. I got to keep checking, you know?
I just never got it.
I'm going to find you a daddy.
And then I would probably marry.
Do you want me to repeat the two options?
Yes.
The two options left are fuck me like the dirty little slut that I am. And babe, did you shower after the gym?
I guess I would fuck. Babe, did you shower at the gym? Mainly because I guess there's nothing better than a quick, sexy, really dirty,
Right?
sweaty fuck.
You like a little man sweat. You're like, oh my God.
Yes.
Pheromones.
I know. And then I guess I would probably marry. What is it like? Fuck me like the slut that I am. Yes.
Dirty little slut.
Dirty little slut. Yes. I guess that would be my closest to marry option.
Yeah.
That would probably be a quick wedding, though.
What would the proposal be like?
I guess the proposal would be interesting because the ring would probably.
Go on his cock?
I guess the ring would be coming out as they're climaxing.
I don't know how cock rings work.
Like, marry me!
Ooh! All right, on that note, this has been the Dirty Daddy Micro Talk Show. Give it up for your guest,
Yay.
Lane. Thank you guys for indulging us. Elbow bump, bro.
And see, here's where the music would play, and
And now the entire audience knows a little bit more about me. And Allie.
that's where the music would play, and it would actually seem like a real show. But
All right, give it up for Ali Bell and what's his name? Lost in Thought, that guy. Woo! Alrighty, don't forget to support your local open mic bar and go treat yourself to something up at the bar. Danimal makes an amazing Bloody Mary.
Yes, it is.
The way he
Incredible.
the way he described it, and I will never forget the description. He says he makes it like a steak in a glass. You can't resist that. Alrighty, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
So, coming up next, we are touring back to Virtual Land.
Really?
Yes, we are.
Ba-dum-da-dum-da-dum-dum-dum.
And-
Virtual Land.
Yes, Virtual Land.
So who is it?
Coming up next, flying right in, we have Birdman 313.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the monitor behind the bar on the 40-second delay.
Hi, everybody doing? Birdman 313 from Houston. I'm going to read two poems. Anyway, you can go to Amazon.com, click on Birdman 313. You'll see all of my poetry, well, 6 of them. The new one, Poetry in Flight, is there. You can also go to my YouTube page to see videos. It's youtube.com/author poet Birdman 31355. And this first poem is titled Inner Reflection. When I look into your eyes, it is as if I'm looking into a mirror at myself. I really see myself looking around, trying to find out who I am. I tried the baseball game until my arm went out. I tried a hoop game, but injuries ended that dream. I loved music, but never gave it a chance. I did some DJ work, wrote a few songs, but never got deep into it. I always found peace and happiness writing poems. So I would go to a quiet place, roll one up, fix a drink, and listen to some smooth jazz. My pen would begin to flow. As I returned to look deep into the mirror, trying to find myself, I realized then that I was always staring straight at myself. The hurt and shame have disappeared. There were dreams of fame and glory as I viewed the future. But the wait has been too long with uncertainty. My eyes have lost their youthful view as my hand lost its art. I am not too old, but in my heart, my mind is filled with healthy thoughts. The tears that ran from my eyes have since dried up. The heartache is no longer within me. I am finally free. My next one, this one here, I'm quite sure a lot of people can relate to this, is being excluded. One of the worst feelings is that of being excluded from any activity, feeling like the joke of the neighborhood as they whisper and smile behind your back, feeling like an outsider while in school, being the last one picked for any schoolyard activity. Being bullied and shunned can be painful and cause one to feel lost. It is a painful experience that seems to follow some throughout their life. Once that tag or label gets on your back, it doesn't seem to go away. You would think that once one reaches adulthood, it would be over. But being passed over in your career time and time again, perpetuate the feeling. Sorry. Some never get over it as alienation, loneliness, and feelings of being unwanted and unworthiness linger deep inside. Being excluded can make you think there is something wrong with you. If you are not attractive, successful, funnier, or smarter. Forgotten dreams float through the mind. Being excluded time and time again leaves a deep scar. You gradually take the step onto that lonely bridge, crossing rivers, ocean, and desert plains, trying to make a comeback to focus on oneself. Sometimes want to fall to your knees for hope, just praying to be included into someone's life. Feelings of exclusion can be very painful and lead to substance abuse, mental health issues, or even suicide. It can cause one to become timid and pushed around with nothing to look forward to. This can sometimes stall one's creative processes. Talking to someone can sometimes be beneficial, but can also backfire when you put your trust in the wrong person. Not everybody can be trusted with your feelings or inner truths. Perhaps the best thing you can do is build trust in yourself and be self-reliant. Don't allow the actions and judgments of others chart your life's course. Just because you are by yourself doesn't mean you are alone. Thank you, Birdman 313. Yeah.
All right, give it up for Birdman 313. Hey, Birdman, just to let you know, man, I used to be one of those kids in school. I didn't fit in with the popular kids. I didn't fit in with the unpopular kids. I didn't fit in with the mutants. I was my own crew right there. And that's where I started writing. I was not always the wonderfully confident, amazing, oh my God, look at her person that you see in front of you today. I was always
don't feel bad. I was the same way. That's why I wrote that poem, because talking to other people, and they said that they had that same issue. And a lot of people said, as tall as you is, I don't believe this. I'm like, well, there one time I had to grow up. I was short and, hey, skinny, and, hey, we go through it in life. We just have to deal with it.
And exactly. That's why I literally started coming here to Spoken and Heard, and that's when the place was like half the size. Mm-hmm. And I came in and I saw everybody writing in their notebooks. I was like, holy shit, I'm home. I was like, that's when you realize you're not the only person from the land of misfit toys. There's a whole bunch. Yeah.
Hey, even right now, my hometown, half the people don't consider. They say, "Oh, you don't know nothing about poetry." And then one of my friends said, "The dude got 10 books out," and they said, "We'll never look up to him, regardless how many he put out."
Hell yeah.
Hey, so hey, it's all right. I'm happy with myself.
Heck yeah. You go, Birdman.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for my Birdman 313 thong. Still waiting. Still waiting.
And the Birdman blimp.
Yeah, the Zeppelin. The Zeppelin.
Because he used to have a lot of merch. That's why. So we say, you know what you need? You need a Birdman 313 blimp with electric sign on the side with the LED lights.
So when he comes back over here and he could just fly it over kick butt.
Well, not like a Goodyear blimp, but like a smaller one that you can fly inside the mall and stuff.
No, go big or go home.
Wait, what about a blimp advertising his thong?
What about a blimp in the shape of a thong?
That wouldn't fly.
Well, sure
That's
would.
funny.
You just make the shape of
Oh my God. See, he wants to say something, but he's so majestically awkward, he doesn't know what to say.
It's
All right.
Okay.
Lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
Coming up next is a guy we haven't heard from in a while.
In a long time?
You've got it, Hot
Who
Tamale.
is it?
Who is it indeed? We are welcoming back to the stage Andrew Hornman.
Woo!
Unbelievable. Andrew Horniman live.
Unbelievable.
Don't say that. We'll get copyright stuff.
Do I need a mask on, or since it's sanitized, I could take it off? I'm not sure what's y'all's.
No, that's fine. You can take it off because we re-sanitize again.
Okay, cool. Though, what's really fun about this is I worked at a place where we all had masks, and there were months where I never got to see their bottom half of their face. And when there's some guys really cute, and I saw a little bit of their nose come out, that was like hot. Like I moved a little bit in my pants. Like it was, man, it's so dirty. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's like.
Welcome
Thank
back,
you. I don't have a profound. I just don't like the illusion. Like there's a lot of new shit. So I have notes because I need to be focused, because if I go in with kind of vague ideas, then Tom Moon's going to heckle me, and then I'll spend 10 minutes just yelling at him. But I'm not going to do that. What?
I'm heckling already.
Yeah, I can't even hear you. Like, you just sound.
I'm heckling already, Andrew.
Okay,
Welcome home.
Thank you. Okay, here. Wait, and then Birdman 313 was saying he was saying how he was skinny and short and awkward, and I'm like, I'm still waiting to grow up. I'm still waiting for puberty.
Don't do it.
Can't wait till my voice drops.
Overrated.
Okay, so I truly believe in my heart that Helen Keller was not disabled because she was rich and white.
Are you muted?
I mean, technically she was a woman, so she had something against her. Okay, so Hamilton the musical is basically just colonial rent in reverse blackface.
That's true.
That makes white people comfortable because they don't talk about slavery. RuPaul is just another capitalist that's monopolizing a niche culture and homogenizing them.
Yes.
Look, I am not the woke comic that you want. I'm the woke comic that you deserve. Okay.
So there's a good side to misogyny.
Carpe gluteus maximus.
Let me explain. A man who hates women, for me, it means that I have a chance.
Not much. Not
Like,
much.
yeah, Linda's being a bitch. Fine. What about me? Like, look, if you close your eyes, I sound like a woman, and when I shave, I feel like one. Okay, oh yeah. I wish there's also like this little part of me that wishes I was a heterosexual, so I could start hitting women.
Hitting on them.
I know most
Lesbians never do that.
most of my friends are women because I'm awkward against for men. But like here's the thing: I'm not gonna hit anybody that I love unless they want me to. Also, I love like men so hooking up with a guy who is very like that hates women, that's very misogynist. Like, look, I have to deal with his inner like homophobia. And it's fine because I don't consider it sex unless you cry afterwards.
God, this may be too adult for you.
Okay, I wish the heterosexual, the friend, okay. Oh yeah, I'm half Mexican. Woo! Thank you. And I only say it when it's convenient. And then my parents were divorced, which means that I grew up liking McDonald's. Because McDonald's is like, it's like affordable. It's like the most affordable thing that you could do for divorced parents. And it took me 20 years to like not like McDonald's. Like I was like, fuck you, this is the best. And then I'm like, oh no, it's gonna kill me. Like, you know, like I read this book, he was very liberal. He was like, you're more likely to die from Benjamin McDonald's than you are from Al-Qaeda. And I'm like, great fucking point. Okay, that's too preachy. That's not my thing. Okay. I was raised in my dad's half. Oh, yeah, okay. My dad, oh, man, I was raised, so my dad's side's the white side, and they're very racist and homophobic, and if they didn't love me, well, they didn't like me because I was gay. Still don't talk to them, but if they gave me unconditional love, I would have been more racist. I swear, like that's like the silver lining. And like right now, like I'm like kind of programmed, like I programmed to like McDonald's, like I programmed to like blonde, blue hair guys, but blue hair. What the fuck am I saying? I feel guilty about how my default is just loving white guys. Like it's just like like I have a roommate who's like beautifully Aryan. This like blonde hair, blue eyes. When he walks around, he looks like a Greek god with like back acne. But like and I'm like, he's beautiful, but at what price? You know, you can do the math of that. You can do the math of that joke. $6 million. Plus, yeah, that's a Holocaust joke. That is, I said Aryan. Okay, look, I know. I told my other roommate that joke, and I live with 5 other people. It's insane. Told my other roommate about that joke. He's like, yeah, you can't. Holocaust jokes are very dated. And I'm like, yeah, it's like 1933 to 1945. Buck, what? What? I'm a Jew. Oh, then you know you've told these jokes. Oh my God! Like it's like I am just. Oh God! Okay, here we go. I'm like you're like making people very uncomfortable because I know when we're doing. Okay, fuck. Look. look, this is coming from an active look. Like, this is a dark past. Look, okay, so I've been doing a lot of reading, and I found out that the Nazis studied the U.S. on figuring out how to discriminate people. Like, look, the only difference between Hitler and the founding fathers is that Hitler was impatient. Like, we're still kind of segregated. Okay, I'm trying to be woke. Okay, fuck it. Okay, what? Thank you. Ugh. That's why I have this paper, because if not, I'll be yelling. Okay, so I am yelling. I would be like, fuck. Okay. What? No.
Be louder.
Oh, yeah, no. So I'm kind of going to my Mexican roots. I work as a bellhop at a JW Marriott. I turned in my 2 weeks because it's crazy. I'm the only white guy that's not in management. And you wonder what the JW stands for? It just means just white.
Oh, that's good.
Like, I wish, like, I go in the break room, and I'm the whitest person there, and I wish I knew Spanish because there's this guy I want to. Oh, okay, so and I hate having a job it sucks. I was in the bathroom and I hear this sound from a phone, and I'm just like, and then bling, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Uber. Like, there's an Uber driver who's in the bathroom. I've been there because I know the sound of slavery.
White slavery.
It's these very high. It's crazy. Like, now we're like gaslit to be like, oh yeah, you can just make your own hours. You're going to be a taxi driver with your own car, and they don't give a fuck about you when your car goes down. Like, I thought I was the only one. Now I look at people who do this. I used to put my ID on top of the dashboard to cover the check engine light.
That's good.
Like, people do that. Literally, I told a customer, hey, there's a possibility that my car will shut down, but I'm going to try to get you there. And then they tipped me $15. Like, I was being very honest with them because they know that Uber's bullshit. Okay, that was all I wanted to do. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Let's go. Woo.
See how empty it is without the music?
Let's hear it for Andrew Hornman. Andrew, you did remind me. So there was a show that used to be on IFC called The Whitest Kids You Know.
I remember that.
Yeah, I mainly remember it because I can't remember his name, but there was this really cute guy that was in the cast.
The title makes me think of you, but continue.
I mainly remember because there was this really cute guy in it, and I can't remember his name. Never saw the show, but I was like, my first thought was, damn, that guy's cute. But, like, yeah.
I bet you his name was Chad.
Chad.
White, but sexy.
Stefan. What was that commercial? I don't know anyone named Stefan. Or whatever.
That just makes you think of Family Matters.
No, it was some commercial. And Stefan will come and take you away. But I don't know anyone named Stefan. Anyway. I don't know what it was for.
Alrighty. Well, when we bring up the next person, I'm going to go help myself to a giant cookie.
Someone's knocking.
I think that was Daniel.
I thought like a door over here, like somebody's knocking. I didn't know. I didn't know there was a door.
That wasn't me.
I didn't know there was a door over there.
Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
We're going back to virtual land. And he's the most official person we have in the set.
You give it away when you do that, though.
Well, that's kind of the point. But I'm voting for him in 2024. Let's hear it for Reggie Goodwin.
Mr. President, Mr. President.
Please direct your attention to the monitor behind the bar in about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. So this spell is domestic terrorist. And I apologize if it's a little aggressive. 24. The heart-themed opening a novel is where the Bush administration got its best ideas from. From stress positions, sensory deprivation, electric shock, non-therapy, waterboarding, off-books, black sites, to Guantanamo Bay and Abu Ghraib. Cheney swore on his super heterodyne pacemaker, Kiefer Sutherland, Jack Bauer. It was totally based on him. Because of W's approval ratings were below 50%, the Taliban offered Osama bin Laden immediately after 9/11. Would justice juice his numbers or a war of pure convenience? We know the path they took. Sexed up the intelligence, lied about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq that had nothing to do with 9/11. 2004, despite being selected in 2000 by a 5-4 Supreme Court vote, a controversial election decided by his father's sexual predator pick Clarence Thomas, despite decisively losing all 3 presidential debates in 2004, he won re-election. Trillions of dollars and unreplaceable treasure spent, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters in body bags in Afghanistan, Iraq, and flag-draped coffins. So ashamed, we brought them home under cover of darkness. The only winners were weapons and defense contractors. But as we've seen recently, the facts don't matter really. Before the election of 2008, African-American actor Dennis Haysbert prepped us playing a U.S. president in 24. Then Barack Hussein Obama showed up. Suddenly, the opening heartbeat theme novelty became national. Myocardial infarction manifest in the flesh. He was now beyond Nielsen ratings, the embodiment of a changing electorate, the crossover changing from 2050 to 2040. The dominant population decreased for the first time since 1790 with a purposely early ended 2020 census. How much would it have been if we had fully counted? Evangelicals became a numerical minority in 2017. You can see why they're in a wholesale panic. I hate the phrase majority minority because it doesn't make numerical sense. How about new majority and respecting a new electorate? Orally Tates, herself an immigrant, proffered the conspiracy without evidence that President Obama was born in Kenya. Picked up by the right-wing echo chamber, magnified by a carnival barker and his Russian GRU masters, our nation's sadism is easy for a master KGB spy to manipulate. Demand for his short-form birth certificate followed by the long-form equivalent. But this isn't about facts or reason. It's pure fear and emotion amplified by a 30,000-plus count serial liar. 27 women accused him of sexual assault and 1 of rape, a 6-time bankrupt and failed real estate magnate, 644,763 dead Americans and counting, reality show court jester, up to his eyeballs in debt to Russian oligarchs, the money he laundered in Florida for a lark, which is why he never said a single crass word about or to Vladimir Putin. The Manchurian candidate asked for help on camera to source 30,000 emails against his opponent. His crime-o-matic technique, flood the zone with criminality, keep them busy, too busy to convict you of one crime before charging you with the next. Sabotage Afghanistan, release 5,000 Taliban, use Mike Pompeo to free Mullah Baradar, who will eventually rule the graveyard of empires, knowing that he would lose months before the election, knowing that Kandahar would fall utterly into chaos, purposely keep the new administration 2 months in the dark from classified briefings. Occam's razor, why wouldn't such a man orchestrate domestic violence, tweet from his suspended account, come to the Capitol, it will be wild, to challenge a free and fair election that he lost. Floyd Ray Roseberry is a domestic terrorist from North Carolina. And I'm afraid a long list of lone wolves to come, just like the crowd, the grand poobah bullshit summoned on January the 6th. Don't sanitize this idiot with the mental health stick. The dude was on Facebook Live for 5 hours before Zuckerberg took the video down, dominating news coverage like his orange god emperor narcissist clown, while I get called out defending myself from a MAGA idiot for bullying. He misspelled dinosaur, but I digress. An unpunished insurrection becomes practice for the next. We're either a nation of laws and not of men, or an anarchic clusterfuck. Good luck with libertarian free market capitalism when we can't maintain a republic. Terrorism, noun, the unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. Definition from Oxford Languages. Floyd Ray Rosenberry is a terrorist. So was Ashley Babbitt and everyone who tried to overthrow our democracy January 6th. The only solution: convict and sentence the insurrectionists and their treasonous president. Yeah. President.
Yeah.
All right, Goodwin 2024. Give it up for Reggie Goodwin.
I'm his campaign manager.
Birdman, where's the campaign money, man?
That's all right. Oh, there's only one person knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that a few months ago, and then you disappeared for a while, and the money was gone.
And all of a sudden, he was jetting off to a
political action
vacation.
committee, you guys. I'm starting the political action committee. I'm going to put money in it, and I want to give some money to some people who are actually going to run profits. I just got sworn into the county executive committee with the Democrats. Now I can really fuck with them. It'll be fun.
Who is that?
Clint, was that you?
No.
No, this
No,
is
there's-
Chris Corsby.
Oh, Chris Corsby.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys.
Hey.
yeah, he's there, and I believe
I swear, the way you were coming in over the PA, and this is an obscure reference, it kind of sounds like there's like a section in Honey Pie by the Beatles.
Honey pie, yeah.
Yeah.
Put the butter
Now
in the
she's
pie.
hit the big time. Yeah, that's what that part sounded like. So, yeah, obscure
Well,
reference.
here's my 11-year-old daughter. She thinks y'all are really funny. She wondered if you were doing prop comedy. I didn't know.
Prop comedy?
I actually think they're that funny now, and I think they're just weird.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're weird.
Yeah, here's my prop right here.
yeah, I was trying to
She
find
hadn't heard the
find
prop
his.
before, but that's how she happened.
Dad! Actually, I have heard that word before, Dad. You're disgusting. I hate you. Stop it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this mic off now.
God.
All right, don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. I am treating myself to a blueberry lemon poppy seed muffin. It is absolutely divine, and it's almost the size of my head, and that's saying a lot because I have a big head. Lost in thought.
Could you get some earbuds for school in case
Okay, quiet in the peanut gallery there.
I'm trying to figure out if she's talking to us.
I don't think he's talking to
Okay,
us.
hang on. I have to focus here because we're getting ready to go
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, because we can hear you in the sound system over here. So if you're talking in the background like that, please mute your microphone.
Either that or say it loud enough and direct it to us so we know what the heck the gossip is. Okay, Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, we have Miss JoJo.
JoJo.
I was going to suggest you guys stay on the microphone so she gets up there. Because I don't have any music or anything, so there's going to be lots of extra dead air now.
So, I could literally do my Warner Brothers frog impression.
No.
No. My SpongeBob laugh.
No, God, no. God, if there's anything I cannot stand is SpongeBob.
My first impression was Miss Piggy.
Mm.
Oh, no.
Okay, she's up there now.
And my dad seriously didn't appreciate my impression of him. Thank you.
Hi, kick butt. Let's go. Let's kick butt. Who will volunteer their butt to be kicked? Yes, I just felt that need. Birdman and Tom, my
Yes,
two
JoJo,
great
we're here.
friends. Um, I was bringing the 3 books I have of Birdman, and I left them in the wrong car, and my son-in-law brought me. I thought my son was going to bring me, and so I put it in his car, and he drove away. So I'd like to just say something to Tom and Birdman. You've given so much to the poetry world, and continue to, and you'll keep on, I know, for many more years. Thank you very much. We need poetry in the world.
Yay, JoJo,
Thank you,
we
baby.
need you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss JoJo.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Letting go. As expected, I have mislaid the words I have been collecting for to send you away out there where it's predicted and bound to fall into the sea. You persist, however, in this extended separation from scenes that have by now grown unfamiliar. You have become the scribe and authority of far and away. I relent and understand that former arrangements no longer sustain the starving child, and garret walls I have defended will never hold you now. No paper hats. He was sweet. I didn't mind. He was holiday ambrosia, or as still as a stem of dozy wine when he felt safe. We bunched and printed quilts and drew smiles on our foolishness. Eating olives wrapped in cheese, we laughed, burped our wine without decorum. And then the talk of going back to home, he said, south to Normalsville, no paper hats. You can paint, he said, and I will do hair in a garret by the lake. Perhaps my mother will take notice and at long last love me. To the Rignon. As you take repose in the waning, fold in, gather warmth, comfort from your latest ordeal in the unders. I will have by now taken the clips and stand in the great house beyond the 3rd level. By your word, I have been deemed a true and worthy witness in the affairs of the dead. I will barter to their goodly purpose. Your beloved Bina is in regress now, however. She summoned her shadow to take lead through the forks and squeezes as the cliffs rise to challenge the holies. Bina's shadow is quick, clever, able to keep ahead of the sliders. She is somewhat beautiful and goes by the name call of Bina as well. Yes, I am safe to now, and remember not to press my zeal, assuring a cunning and profitable conclusion to my sojourn. Already goods of priceless origin sit stacked and sorted, awaiting my abacus and stones. Music to my honor, dirges and cards, remembrances of warm blood, broken skin, warm blood and skin, broken hearts and warm toes. I find it foreboding, and my goals are suffering, unable to express my dire, as every turn seems the wiser choice. Thank you guys for being so patient with me and the walking thing. And
Yay, JoJo, we love you.
That was beautiful. That was
See,
beautiful,
see,
Miss
next time we
JoJo.
expect you to do backflips up onto the stage. We'll put a cushion up there, so. But yeah. Yeah, so like I said, I forgot the music, so there's all this.
All right,
dead
give it
air.
up for JoJo.
JoJo!
Okay, I'm trying to set up this shot, and boom.
I swear, Stinger really adds a lot. Because I mean, when you think about it, it's like Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, David Letterman, whatever. In between acts, they'd always play like a little snippet, the live band. So the
Well, yeah, while the
walking up,
person's walking out, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you take that music out, even on those shows, it would be like awkward.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be like people would be clapping, and then they stop clapping, and then like there's silence.
Shout out.
But see, now I'm thinking about Paul and Biff and the way I used to watch David Letterman when I was in high school. And then I'd be falling asleep in church the next day. Do I still go to church? No, but that's beside the point.
I need a redundant solution. Like, I need a redundant solution for this music. Because when I forget the thumb drive, it's like, I'm screwed.
Can you stream something generic from YouTube, like some...
It's complicated.
Like some
It's complicated.
royalty-free porn music?
It's complicated because all the inputs are over there. So, how am I going to do that from back here?
That would be really interesting. Royalty-free porn music between sets.
It would probably have a lot of bass in it.
Yes.
Well, either way.
I'm just guessing from my...
I mean, that would be really encouraging for the performers because it'll be like...
Okay, everybody go on YouTube, see if you can find...
Well, no, there's
royalty-free porn music.
There's royalty...
It's got to be about 4 hours
There's
long.
lots of royalty-free music out there, but you got to pay for it. You got to buy it.
But what about YouTube? So you could just...
You still got to pay for it.
Pause.
Exactly.
There's samples, and there'll be samples, and it'll say whatever company will be voiced over. It'll be watermarked, so to speak, until you pay for it. You're not even paying attention.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. What did I just say?
You said it would have a watermark on it.
What kind of watermark?
An audio watermark.
Okay, good. You were paying attention.
I told you.
So it's not that simple.
I'm a Gemini, and so am I. Marvel
But see,
my multiple personalities.
but what I'm saying, it's not that simple. You can't just download them and use them for free. Now, I did find a site that gave away samples with no watermark, but which are the ones that I use. But it's like, no, don't start that.
All right, lots of that. Before I go on yet another tangent. My Red Bull is starting to expire. Who's coming up next?
We're going back to Virtual Land.
Virtual Land. Woo! Who is it?
Let's hear it for Jonathan Carlson.
Woo woo! I almost sprayed the mic.
Yeah. Hello. My first poem is called Smoking in My Garage by RJC. Feels like I'm smoking in Frederick Krueger's boiler room and driving with no AC in my 20-year-old Mercedes. Inside's nice and cool, but I'm the fool with a severe smoking addiction while smoking in my garage. Heaven's heat burns the hateful villain while warming the lieblicher Engel, ministering in the cold. Annie Dufresne wasn't lying. Get busy living or get busy dying. Well, at least we're still trying. I pray no one dies of heat exhaustion. Let me go to the second one here. Okay. This is the tree of unreal disability. Upon my psych evaluation, I withstood 3 witch doctors, the third who threatened permanent imprisonment so my folks could get a little money from psychiatry and pay my weed for the week. Guilt-freer in theory, and all for my love of mine 2-stalked tree, Kiffin Cannabis. Here we know their lies aren't right, so we hide the truth in outrhyme suits. I'm writing in my blue fluorescent light. It's beautifully all right. Come into the light, Carol Ann. Cannabis I, please. I did not claim any disability. And one day I shall say, free at last, thank God we're free at last, totally. Thank you.
All right, as our hosts make their way back up to the stage, you guys need to camp out closer to the stage because now I'm set up all the way in the back, so they hang out back here now.
Ernie, you know the reason why I'm back there is because your fan is back there.
Well, yeah, but see, I used to sit up over there, and you guys were closer to the stage. But
well, that's what I mean.
Let's hear it for Jonathan Carlson.
Thank you, Jonathan.
I love.
But you got to bring your own fan then.
The only guy that I've heard that has a deeper voice than me. Give it up for Jonathan. Woo!
I loved all of his references. All of his.
Like
See, Lane, you got to let us finish our little exchange. Then you say, "Give it up for Jonathan."
Yeah,
because we weren't done. We weren't done yet, and so
don't interrupt. Majestically awkward.
That makes it awkward. You see,
I loved all of.
You
his
see how that
references.
works? We didn't forget to acknowledge him, but we had to have our little thing first. We've been doing this for 11 years, man. 13 years. How long have we been doing this? And you haven't figured that out? You haven't figured that out yet? No?
I'm just going to sit here.
Okay, get back up on the mic.
Get up. You have the list. You have the list, son. Who's coming up next?
I was going to say.
Okay, wait. Quick question. Is everyone eating and drinking? Is it delicious? All right. Thank you, Danimal.
Delicious.
Woo!
Delicious and nutritious.
And remember what I said. Nothing says "I love you" to your bartender like a beautiful tip.
Yes.
Just a tip. Anyway, lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
I was going to say I loved all of his references. You know, I'm a big horror nut, but I also really liked how he worked into his poetry. That's great. But it did make me. But Caroline Poltergeist did make me think of one crack that I used to say all the time.
Uh-oh.
And then my dear departed friend Darnell, he responded by saying he'd probably call CPS. But I remember talking about, imagine you're at a house party or something, and you see this angelic little girl sitting in front of a snowy like a television full of snow, and then the mother goes, "Damn it!" and goes to the husband and says, "Earl, the TV sucked in another kid."
Okay.
All right. Before the crickets kick in, who's coming up next?
We have a recent voice.
A recent voice.
Let's hear it for Ron Mendel.
Woo-hoo!
Okay. Again, stay up on the mic until they're up there. Because now I have an empty stage and I have to fill in and say stuff. All right.
Well, I'm in the stage now. Will that count?
Yeah, that works.
Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm being unmasked. The Masked Man. My poem is called Pittsburgh. I am not the creator of worlds, but at Three Rivers, the aftermath, the strength of the land moves its steady hand over me. My mind's eye sees the marriage of steel, labor, and coal seams from western Pennsylvania. Thanksgiving Day, crisp air is reassuring on my face. The tower strides the hill. Far from home, the powerful city bellows a deep tone. Lancaster, Gettysburg, the Dutch country, all behind me. Had muted towns. Pittsburgh, a pugnacious giant, scares them, calms, then gives a hard, dry kiss. A city of tumult, tunnels, strong backs, football fans, steel towers punching the low sky in November. Mills of red and orange fire, vaporous and Stygian. The hills without the inkling of green stand in testament. To a fort, to a settlement, to a town, to a city, which forged ribbons of iron to build a nation. Wind off the Ohio, look down on the Monongahela. Riverboat tails beckon from the west. Men and women off to work, protected by the canyons of downtown. The stark hills speak of coming winter and of a long history. Pittsburgh is cold water poured on your head, a quick blow to your jaw, a big bully with little sympathy you come to understand. I leave the city. Rough comrade, keep your burly, robust ways. I will find you again when in need of upwailing. Hard-headed, but pacifying pride. I didn't foresee tonight as being the voyage into the scatological that we had. But that aside, I appreciate the political comments of some of the people in the virtual community. We are certainly facing troubling times with tremendous challenges, but I think that we will prevail through it, that we will see a better day. And I leave you on that note.
All right, mighty fine, mighty fine. Now, see, here I am filling in time again, because that's what I do. I'd like to remind you all that this show is free, so we're not responsible for the quality of the content of the in-between dead air time. Okay.
Let's hear it for Ron Mendel.
Woo!
And we are going back to virtual land once again.
We are?
We are. Let's hear it for Clint the poet.
Clint the poet. Okay, if you see him right now, he's that guy up at the top left.
Going on. I'm going to do two short ones. One short, one really short, because it's a haiku. This first one is called What You Are Seeing. Art is a reflection, a projection of an inflection. That's why people see what they see, because they see what their mind wants them to be. That's why when they see what they're seeing, it's because of their own state of being, not ignoring, but imploring to be believing. So if you love this poem that you're hearing, you love it as much as others, but for different reasons. It's like the changing of the seasons, different moments, but still the same place. It just looks different at different times and at different days. A beautiful thing happens once in a while when people see art from a different point of view, because they realize that they have learned something new. So you see, the art that you see is you. Okay. And this next one is, thank you. This next one is a haiku, showing you how to write a haiku in the form of a haiku, and I call it Haiku Instructions. Write 5 syllables, then write 7 syllables, then write 5 again. Thank you.
All right, mighty fine, mighty
All
fine.
right, give it up for Clint the poet.
I need Clint.
Woo! How's that for fast, Ernie B?
This is better.
Oh, thank you. All right, don't forget about the drink specials. All mixed wells for $25. Get your deliciousness and get a little tipsy, and make sure to tip your bartender.
Get a little tipsy and get into a fight in the parking lot. No, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
And see, Clint, I wanted to say there are some times that when Ernie B would come over and do punk rock shows, sometimes I would accompany him, but he's already got everything all wrapped up, so I don't really have to do anything, unfortunately. So what I would do is you would see me in the corner counting on my fingers and creating a shit ton of haikus. And I was just thinking about that right now, and I'm like, oh my God, what notebook are they in? I've got so many freaking notebooks, I don't know where I put them.
You gotta find them.
I know. I need to look them up. Ernie, on the other hand, has some incredible bacon haikus.
Nice.
And every so often, I can encourage him to shake them out, dust them off, and make us giggle with his bacon analogies.
Salty.
Delicious. Crispy. Ernie.
Love it.
No comment.
All right. Well, one of these days he will. Thank you, Clint. Thank you.
Waiting.
Yes, we all are too. Lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next is another voice we haven't heard from in a while.
Speak up, man.
Speak up, man.
Maybe it's because the position of the mic.
Yeah,
Here we go.
that's better.
Yeah. Well, what's that old saying? A poor musician blames his instrument.
I don't know.
Aha. La, da, 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 da. Right here. Go for it.
So we've got another voice we haven't heard from in a while. Let's hear it for Derek Copswag.
Woo!
All right, I gotta go. I have to go up there and assist him for a second.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. No, I don't want to do that. I can't sing anything because then anything I'll say will be copywritten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I'd rather have dead air.
Am I good now? Okay, bye.
Okay, let me see if we can get some audio going here. Looks like I had something. You weren't kidding about that, were you?
Yeah. Let me try.
I can turn off that channel. Or...
I'm just gonna try a test real quick, see what happens.
Okay.
That sounds normal. I think I got it. I think it's gonna not short out.
Okay, yeah, I think it was doing it on one channel, so I just turned that channel off.
Okay, cool. Let's try and see how this goes. I usually do comedy, but sometimes I do music as Drone Rivers, so we'll see if this works out for the whole song. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yay.
You got time for another? Cool.
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, this is my last one. It's called Nice because it's 69 BPMs. Thank y'all so much.
All right.
Yeah.
I was trying to zoom in on what you were doing there on the pad.
Did you catch any of it?
A little bit. There was a little glare on there. That's why I was dimming the lights on the first number. It wasn't because I was trying to get you to stop. When I dimmed the lights, the pad looked brighter on the camera. So.
All right, give it up for Derek Copswag. And what's your musician name? Drone Rivers. I love that.
Oh, that's right.
All righty, so how you guys doing? You guys having a good time? Because we got more people coming up. See, this is what I mean. When Lost in Thought is not on the stage, I know we can be a little annoying together, but the chemistry is there.
Where is he? Oh, okay.
He's engaged.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So
who's the lucky man?
Oh, God.
Okay. You see what I did there?
I almost feel like I need to be in the middle of the stage right now.
Yeah, I got you panned wrong on the camera here. Let me see.
Yeah, kind of center me a little bit.
There. Well, see, it's going to take 40 seconds before it changes over there.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Well, I already did it.
Oh, good.
But you can't see it yet.
Okay, coming up next, our next performer is in virtual land. Give it up for Chris Corsby.
Is he there? He's not there. He's there, but he's muted. So we have Tom Moon reading the paper. And,
That's right, baby. Wait for Chris. You got live on air.
Okay.
Empty mic time.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Coming back, I had to have Lost in Thought send me the screen. What is that?
Hey, how are
Lost in Thought, wash your hands. Hurry up. Get up here.
Congratulations.
Dude, take your time there. Just stroll up onto the stage. Just,
Like my chemistry teacher used to tell me in high school, did everything come out okay?
Look at him.
I know, right?
We're over here dying, and he's like taking his sweet time.
I ain't dying. Are you dying? I'm not dying.
I'm dying. I haven't had a drink since
I am. Oh, well,
Thursday.
yeah, you're dying because no booze. All right, well, I tried to introduce Chris Corsby, but I don't think it's happening right now.
Oh. He's still connected, but I don't think he's at his...
Okay, well, Chris, just letting you know, we're going to move on to the list and see if we can bring you back a little bit later. Just a little bit. We actually just have a couple.
I think he's come... What? No, he's back off again. No, there he is. His microphone's going off and on.
No, it's not, Dad. You're just pressing the mute button.
There he is.
Oh, someone else pressed it.
There he is.
Oh, hey, you guys. Did I miss something? I just had to go to the grocery store here.
What?
Oh, he's in his car.
I missed it. My daughter was listening. She said I had to go to the grocery store. We just got to Port Aransas. But was I supposed to say something or?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, because we had you coming up next as the next performer.
Yeah, because
Oh man. Okay. Well, I guess someone else is in line too. I don't know. I mean, whatever's good.
Okay. Well, we'll bring you on. We'll bring you on a little after a couple more people.
Yes.
Alrighty. So coming up next to the stage is this person here.
Yes, in fact, it's been a
it.
while since we've seen him, and he's changed his name. But I love his new name. Let's hear it for Joe Rocks.
Woo!
Joe Rocks.
Joe Rocks. Where is he coming? Is he coming?
So, yeah.
Joe
Yeah,
does not roll. Joe Rocks. There you go. I had to say it. Sorry.
Hey everyone, it's been a hot fucking minute since I've been here. How is everyone? So, life is shitty because it's life. So I wrote some stuff about it. This first one's some new shit. I have missed that more than you could know. So this one's called Cheap. It's not the pain, it's the agony that's having me. Fused to the bone, find it inside my cavities. Ravage me savagely into pieces I'll spend years trying to pick up and make sense of. And I never took my trauma off because it fit like a coat made just for me. Fitting skin tight. Unbearably expensive. And uncomfortably cheap. Thank you. And then this one's one that I was writing up there. That I'll just read because it's like not even close to being done, but I kind of like it. It's fun. I'm not going to sing it. I'll just read it. Don't you wait too long for me. You could use a little comfort, please. I'll be there about 3:05, but don't wait for me. About 3:05. I'm sick to my stomach. I think I'm above it. I know that you hate it. I don't like it. I love it. I bring the bullshit. I know you ain't gonna have it. I'm hoping this thing won't be the next victim of my habits. Automatic, that's the way I swear you lift up my heart. And in my memory, I swear I listened. Words falling out my ears. Can't recall what I'm missing. Heart bleed like a slit wrist. Missed kiss, what's this? Missed opportunity. It's what you do to me. Lift the fog out my head. Now I'm seeing so beautifully. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Mighty fine. See, that's all. I'm running out of stuff. All right, mighty fine.
All right, give it up for Joe Rocks.
I miss his words. I like hearing his words again.
It's like I didn't recognize him because I'm still kind of laboring everybody's under the mask. And when I saw him, I was like, who is that? Who is that? Oh, I recognized your eyes. That's where I got, it's the eyes. Yes. And that's actually happened to me at work. Once we get out of the store and start locking up and everything, I asked the manager, I was like, could you take your mask off? I'm forgetting what you look like. And he was like, I was like, oh, okay, I remember now.
No, put it back on. I'm sorry. I remember who you were. I remember who you are now, yeah.
Okay, Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
So, coming up next is another voice we haven't seen in a while.
Are they here or are they virtual?
They're here.
Yoo-hoo!
Let's hear it for Racine.
Woo! Dun, dun, dun. Okay, wait.
Racine.
I'm just going to stay up here until she gets in. All right, no music.
Nice. Which mic? Interesting. Maybe this one.
Pick a mic, any mic.
Yeah, right. Options. My name's Racine. I did a poem several months ago, so this is my second time up here. I'm gonna do 2 poems. I just wanted to say first, the haiku guy, the 575, and like you being an art form, that was really dope. I really appreciated his poetry and everybody else's tonight. I just wanted to highlight that, and Birdman as well. So my first poem is called Tears of Healing. All I ever do is cry, as if my body were an ocean. No matter what time of the day, my eyes are hit with salty waves of water. My sandy cheeks are then imprinted with never-ending drops. My face is never dry, for all I ever do is cry. Whether it's morning, day, or night, it hits in waves. But beyond the tears lies more, for I'm eradicating my past hurt and pain to reach my truth. So for now, all I will ever do is cry.
Beautiful.
All right, appreciate it. The next one is called Moving Forward. I chose the light instead of the darkness because I didn't want my life to be surrounded by a mess from the past which shall no longer pass. I'm moving towards the light which is shining bright. So to the past, I say, good night.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that was nice. Woo!
Wow.
Increíble. That means incredible in Spanish.
All right, give it up for Racine. All righty, and don't forget about the drink specials, mixed wells $4.25, and delicious cookies and muffins. You don't have to eat them now. Buy one to take one home. They're really good. Honestly, those cookies can serve you for like 2 meals. Just a big thing of moo juice, almond milk, you're set. So, coming up next to the stage, I've known this guy about 12 years, and I still don't know what he's saying half the time. And right now, he's frantically eating and drinking. Give it up for Lost in Thought!
Nothing like filling your mouth with food right before you step up to a microphone.
And just a little footnote, it's really hard to chew with a mask on.
Well, yeah, he's got a mask on, so it's okay.
Yes, it is.
You could put peanuts in it and chomp. Anyway.
Okay. So this is new shit.
No shit.
Just wrote it right over there, actually.
Just written shit.
Yes. Maybe something I'll work on later because this is a very, very, very rough draft.
Rough shit.
Rough shit. Did you hear? T-Mobile had their system hacked. That's the same night my system went haywire. Again, I was dreading restarting my phone because what if my phone just goes dead and I'll have no one to contact with? I'll have no contact with anyone. This will be after my internet goes out and my laptop finally dies with that sad face error that says, "You see that, you stupid fuck? You did this to me, and now you're all alone." There was gunk forming in my faucet. This either meant it needed to be cleaned or it's in the water system. And soon I've got these chest pains that came and went. But the doctor said it was fine and it was just swollen joints. Do you really think that's true? My mom didn't answer when I called, and what if she's been kidnapped? And I'll soon receive the ransom photos, which I won't receive because my phone went out. And I'm about to develop a third testicle because of all the poisonous sludge in my water, but not before I keel over from my heart bursting out of my chest. Oh my God, we're all gonna die! This is probably why I had chest pains to begin with. There's enough fear pumping through my mind. My brain might as well be housed in its own panic room. Look at where we are. Look at our culture right now. We've got both logic and ignorance powered by fear. The cult of Trumpsters are still worshiping, not really the figure, but everything he represented. His stupidity worn like a badge of honor. How he treated the White House like an unmotivated bachelor that has aged out of his lifestyle would treat his home, lazily sloshing from one piece of furniture to the next, while allowing conservative news tidbits to cheaply seduce his brain with dollar store shot glasses filled with pontifical masturbation, and doesn't know how to talk to people. Because he's been speaking to his own reflection as a defeatist form of self-help, regressing further into himself as a book read backwards. It's not filled with words, but imagine pictures on thin blank pages made from rice paper. We had a president that was just like me. I can do anything I want now. We have all these things to fight. All of this stupidity, fueled on the empty calories of racism, homophobia, sexism, transphobia, basically every kind of hateful person that's telling you that they only know better. But also threats of a continuing plague that we can't seem to see the end of. There is so much against us. Why fear the boogeyman when there are far more real monsters holding the door open for him? I can't keep inventing horrors. Finding happiness where I can is becoming a precious commodity. It is important to see the sun shine when the clouds actually invite it into the storm. Why continue to put myself through this when I could just take a moment, flip off my brain, and watch an episode of Charmed?
All right, give it up for Lost and Dawn! Woo! Oh, and just to let you know, are you talking about the new Charmed or the old Charmed?
I've been rewatching the old Charmed.
On where?
Peacock TV.
Oh, that's what. Oh, because I know they took it off Netflix.
It's free, but you just have to deal with commercials.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah, and they kind of loop them after a while. Like I watch Cops on there sometimes, and I've seen every episode that they have. So yeah. I don't know if they get new ones every year or what, but there's only so many. But like you said, it's free.
Technically, but not all is free.
See, you know what I watched to kind of forget about the world?
What's that?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the
Love
series.
Buffy.
I love Buffy. Oh my God.
Even though Joss Whedon has now turned into a major, we've now discovered that Joss Whedon has been an asshole the entire time. But I still love Buffy.
I like Spike.
Of course, who doesn't like Spike?
Yes, I know. There's this one scene that's one of my favorites, and I've quoted it to Ernie, even though he doesn't watch the show. It's like at one point Spike comes out and Buffy's outside of her house, kind of pissed off, and she's like, "Spike, what are you doing here?" And just before he about to talk, and she said, "In 5 words or less," and he's like, "Out for a walk, bitch." I love that. Okay. Out of context, it's not that funny, but I love it.
I think mostly all of my turn off the brain and enjoy shows have to be Charmed, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and My Name is Earl.
I don't think I've ever watched any of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and my kids love My Name is Earl.
I think My Name is Earl is probably one of the last shows I had started watching before I stopped watching TV, current TV.
I fucking hated that they ended on a cliffhanger, but I still loved My Name
I
is
don't
Earl.
watch TV. I don't listen to the radio.
Okay.
Well, there's a reason why I don't listen to the radio, but that's another story.
That's another story entirely. So, lost of thought. Who's coming up
We're
next?
bringing up a new voice.
A new voice. Yes. And I need to talk to you when we get off the stage. We have another new voice.
You didn't do your thing.
Yes. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Well, we're not done yet. Okay, say it again.
We have a new voice.
New voice!
Let's hear it for Vincent.
Hey y'all. So I was kind of watching some comedy things. I think that was here on Wednesday, and I guess it got me thinking about like how I feel like comedy is kind of still mostly kind of co-opted by a lot of heterosexism and racism and shit like that. So I wrote this a couple hours ago because I procrastinated. Okay. They call it comedy. Comedy. Comedy? Calling all of these colors abominated creations of what the earth laid in harmony. Treat my skin like a joke cued by the quiet of tolerance. His hair or your audience, you take your pick when it's obvious to any half-headed human that offensive ain't part of this. Pardon this, you say as if you aren't par for this. Some straight white partial parlor tricks. Pull a racist out a hat for him on stage to make them kiddies laugh. Ha ha, he's black. Ha ha, she's half the woman that she thinks she is. Latina trans or sucking dick, it's all some punchline kind of shit. For all these bigots politics when all these bodies been sodomy to people, hang him out a tree. But truthfully, the worst for me, these the people say it ought to be. For humor's sake and jokes to make, the people laugh like hate is fake. Cause you were bashful on bash me, but now homophobe hits like blasphemy. You rap the same words of funny packaging. Funny to me, you're acting like your hands are clean. But I won't laugh for you. But I won't laugh for you. That's all I got. Okay, cool.
Thank y'all.
All right. Mighty fine.
He's the one with the master list. I'm so sorry. Oh. All right, give it up for Vincent. I was still chewing my muffin. Sorry. Woo. That's a little hard.
That has to have been a poetic pimp slap if I ever heard one.
Yeah, he got that from me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was fantastic. He's talking to someone right now, but he made me think of a poem that I still want. A poem that I still want to do, but Vincent, you really made me think of. There's still a poem I want to write, but there was a critic that talked about Robin Williams, and he talked about how his Good Will Hunting win. Yes, and he was saying how Robin Williams is one of the best comedians of our time. Why can't we find any roles to fit him? And I'm thinking, fuck you. Because, first off, I think comedy is still misunderstood. Because in the Oscars, the two most underrated and unappreciated genres are horror and comedy. But in addition to the fact that Robin Williams was so much more than a comedian, and comedians themselves are more than that. So fuck that critic for thinking that. But I really appreciated that piece, though, Vincent. That was great.
You know, you made me think about something right now. It's totally off topic.
Uh-oh.
Why is it called the Oscars? Is that an acronym for something? Why isn't it called the Toms or?
I actually heard. Actually, what I
Bobs.
heard is like so.
Was there a guy named Oscar that invented it or
No,
something?
the creator of the little statue. She modeled it after I think her uncle Oscar.
Oh. I did not know that. How about that?
Yeah.
How
So
do you
that's
know
why.
that? Well, you were a film major. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm not a major, but yeah,
A
actually I was
film
a
film
major.
minor.
Yeah. Well,
A
actually, I
film
wasn't a
F
film
sharp
major.
minor.
Film something. All right, Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
We have another new voice.
Another. Ready, Ernie? New voice.
Yeah,
Not-
you only have to pause for a second. It doesn't take me that long to do that.
I know.
So already, this next performer has two things going for her. One, she has this really great retro look, and two, she has the same name as one of my favorite Golden Girls. Let's hear it for Sophia.
Put the camera on me. Hello, everybody.
Hello. I'm very nervous. I've never really actually shared poetry. I'm more a lyricist as in music and stuff, so this is kind of new for me. So yeah, if it sucks, it sucks. It's a tad long, but yeah. We sat on the soft, warm grass that had been baking in the summer's heat. Just a casual conversation started, talking about the day, our little stories we've both become familiar with, but we both had pain in our lives. The mask we used to shield us every day started to slip like a waterfall just on the precipice of streaming over millions of years of erosion. God, it aches. We swapped spit with words and emotions, the feeling of my anxious body next to yours. Look what we've become. Two broken people looking at each other's wounds, poking and prodding, willingly digging around. But I don't want to let you in too far. Because I feel as though you'll get stuck in a sticky syrup of my own self-loathing. You'll sit in it and truly look around, and that scares me. What if you don't like it? What if you don't like the decor? What if it's too dark? How will you be able to even look at me without thinking of the words I said? Do I truly need them? Or is it my naive emotions I can't even begin to comprehend? The city skyline turns purple as the sun goes past familiar 10-story high buildings. We've looked at them hundreds of times, but tonight feels different. Almost transcends my ideals of what I thought life could be. The clouds connecting in familiar shapes, pointing at the sky from my own perspective, pointing at my life from my own perspective. I held you there for a minute in a sort of metaphorical way. Our pain melding in one, the swimming in each other's bodies. We both want the same thing. God, we are the same thing. It's scary to think about really feeling confusing feelings, and I don't understand how I felt, but you seemed comfortable in the silence. And I enjoyed it for a moment. The sound of other people's lives, chatter in the distance, people talking about what they want for dinner. Fuck, they seem okay. They seem like they've never felt it. Or maybe they just hide it better. My stomach feels like bricks, my head full of insects, crawling at the chance to escape. Each word I say, they flutter. Always a little more come out than intended. They come out of my mouth in a parade of my most inner thoughts I ignore. They nest deep down and breathe on fear and hatred of myself. Will this pain ever end? Or will I own it to feel something? I hold on to it like a leash. It wraps around and leaves a bruise so tight my hand turns purple, but I like the pain. It's better than nothing. Better than a solid beep at a hospital. I think about death all the time, the nothingness, the true escape of life itself, the idea I'll be able to breathe finally, a deep breath with cool air, wind blowing and chills running down my spine. Whether it's heaven, hell, or in the ground, I don't think I'll care. I don't want to come back. I'm done. This is it. I finally finished whatever this game was. Whatever we're truly here for, I'm done being a part of. I want to feel the most pain when I die. I want to know what true, actual pain feels like, I think I'll like it. A punishment I'll give myself for my mistakes and the people I've hurt. My last hurrah as a pawn in Satan's chess game. Isn't that the saying?
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, give it up for Sophia.
Rocking with her first time. That was great.
Woo! All right. So guess what it has come time for? It has come time for the
lightning round.
The lightning round. I swear, we need a sound effect for. I was gonna say speed round. That's why I was doing the. But we need a Ernie. Can we do like a lightning sound effect? That actually sounds good. All right, way to go, Ernie B. Not only is he a talented sound engineer, he can imitate thunder on the fly.
Are they aware of their order, or are you going to tell them right now, right?
Yes. Oh, and for the guys in virtual land, this is for you. Lane is going to announce the order that you are in, and each of you gets one poem each because you have been so amazing in watching us the whole night, and you were the ones that started us off as well.
Tom Moon's on the phone.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's chatting with somebody.
He's closing a deal. Something.
His cat's there in front of the screen. But
Okay, lost in thought. Give us the order that the lightning round folks are in.
I'm actually putting that together right now.
Well, go faster.
you might want to have done that before you actually announced the lightning round.
I know.
See what I gotta work with here?
I asked him before Sophia even came up. I said, aren't we going to do the lightning round? Yes, we are.
There we go.
And there,
Okay.
you got it? Okay.
Yes.
All right, lightning round contestants. Here is the order that you are in.
Okay, so we have Tom Moon.
He's off the phone now, yeah.
Okay, yes. Good. So Tom Moon, Birdman 313, Reggie Goodwin, Jonathan Carlson, Clint the Poet.
Oh, wow, we got 5?
And if he's ready, Chris Corsby.
Chris Corsby, are you there? And are you ready to join us for lightning round?
He's still connected. I don't know if Jonathan's there though. I don't see him connected.
Well, then we'll just take out.
Hey,
Chris Corsby's there.
I can hardly hear y'all.
Okay, cool.
Rock and roll! How about that?
Yes.
Hoochie coo.
Hoochie coo.
Okay.
Mama.
Okay, lost in thought. Go ahead and say the order again.
Tom Moon, Birdman 313, Reggie Goodwin, and I guess Jonathan Carlson isn't here, so Clint the Poet, and then Chris Corsby.
Okay, remember your order, folks. First up, Tom Moon.
Yay.
We have no audio on you, Tom. Make sure your microphone is unmuted.
Now I'm back.
There you are.
Yes,
There you are.
I muted myself because I'm not used to it. Here we go. When Austin is not cloud covered and the night is bright and clear like now, I give each star a name of those now gone from here. Patricia Fisk shines brightly, as does Deb Akers too, and Herman Nelson always comes shining through. Susan Bright, John Berry, Barbara Carr, Dr. Byron Cosin shine on, as do all those elders of the Austin Poetry Society's fame. Here is Dr. Marvin Kimbrough, beaming with Floyd Freeman and Ali Owasi. You may say there are more visible stars than there are parted poets in Austin. So I add the living poets to these illuminations. L.C. Cogswell, Chuck Taylor, Connie Williams, Sue Littleton, Richard Loringer, Tammy Gomez, Kay Abby Khaled, Bob Mudd. This keeps the light burning above with never-ending connections of affection, respect, and love. So in each poet's full moon night, I am reminded and remembered of their light. How do you name your poet stars each night? I say praise to Ann Kitchen, Austin City Council member, for helping Austin's homeless find bridge sheltering. Praise be to Sprouts and Wheatsville Co-op for sharing and distributing fruits and vegetables to those in need. and the Austin Chronicle for fully informing Austinites as to the ongoing changes in their Violet Crown communities. Praise be to Kenny Durham's Backyard's Harold McMillan for keeping Eastside cultures alive with jazz and Stacey Shahan volunteering. Praise be to Casa Marianella for effectively welcoming new migrants and refugees to Austin. Praise be to the members of TARA, Texas Association of Retired Americans, for their elder activisms. Praise be to New World Deli and Quacks and Kickbutt Coffee Shop for keeping acoustic music and poetry alive each night. Praise be to Mindy Reed for Recycle Reads and effective library initiatives. Praise be to Co-op Radio and KDRP and KAZI for necessary community radio diversities. Praise be to all volunteers, all altruists, all patrons and community activists who keep Little Village Austin functioning positively despite negative politics projected upon them. And praise to all of you tonight for adding to this list of those who, with their personal poetic initiatives, make our tiny town the capital of a Texas of the future, the present, not the past. Now, right on with your selections of the living citizens of Austin, Texas. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Used to be you, Reggie.
All right.
No, I think it's Birdman.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I was just talking about Austin.
Yeah.
You used to be here.
Yeah.
All right. This one is titled Silent Skies. This was written during the total lockdown. Never have been content with complete silence before. Words collect in my dreams. While the moon and stars fade throughout the sky, the silence begins. The sky is devoid of movement compared to yesterday. The clouds gather and move slowly across the heavens. The only thing visible are hawks, egrets, and small birds. There are no distractions like planes and helicopters to change their flight. Birds play tag with nothing in their way. I chase sunbeams while sitting on the patio on a sunny day. Thoughts gather about life as it has changed with the quietness all around. A breeze blows softly, quietly with the soft clouds up above. The mind, body, and soul can lay back and gather a new vision. Roses and flowers bloom on a sunny day, painting a picture with a rainbow scene that decorate the eyes with words for beauty. It has been a long time since the sky has been this quiet. The clouds and the sky seem to be so much clearer now, as the wind blows a freshness is felt. This new way of life surrounded by silence is awesome. It allows the mind to roam freely under the sunny blue sky, breathe in creation, and inspire peaceful creativity. Birdman 313.
Yay, Birdman.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
It's me. A little departure. A STEM love piece called Synapses. I dreamt I made poetry to you in Milky Way galaxy arms surrounded by swirls of stars in an expansive blackness that had no beginning, no ending. I dreamt I made poetry to you by composing sonnets on comets passing by, the ice melting in the sunshine of your sharp gaze. Your smile is trail marking orbital passage. I dreamt I made poetry to you as you defined physics, and I heard you like a siren, serenely reciting poetic prophecies that made each area of my brain light up on an MRI screen like a Christmas tree. I dreamt I made poetry to you in timeless space-time, so we experimented with cosmic compositions, haiku as short bursts of deep and poignant rhythm and rhyme, sinusoidal wave equations, quarks and quantum, hydrogen into helium fusion, Schrodinger particle wave duality, a reality beyond human comprehension. I dreamt I made poetry to you as my last act in life, my denouement, a solar moth attracted to a red giant flame, mesmerized by all seeing eyes, pulled in by the third that is a gravity well that heavy particles of lies cannot escape. I dreamt I made poetry to you, and like Shakespeare, heaving my last sigh in the valley made by clockwise and counterclockwise swirling nebula, pouring into an abyss of nothingness, into the substance of the surrounding universe of teeming life. Then I awoke and stared at Venus and the rays of dawn.
Whoa. Wow. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, this is called The Crying of the Night. I know why the night cries. I know why it has the spies. The night knows. The night is wise. The night knows what it's lacking. It told me so. The night spoke to me beneath the moonlight and said, let me tell you what I know. However, the night did not use words, but showed me what it wanted to say. The night cried out to me with its essence and said, I am one who owes, though I have no debt to pay. I have been left here all alone, and alone here is where I'll stay. The night is heartbroken because it desires to see the day.
Yay, fantastic. That's all of us.
Right, and Chris is next, I believe.
Where are you, Chris?
There he
Hey,
is.
you guys, how's it going? Well, we're coming to you live from here at the Allister Square Inn in Port Aransas, Texas. And so there may be juvenile interruption. I don't know. Anyway, so as I mentioned, I've been working on a bunch of stuff. So here you go. And the Democrats graze freely on the taxes of the poor while they bitch about their identity politics and how everybody's getting screwed, while they pull in their six-figure salaries, sucking the criminal justice system through the ass so they can elect their judges who will let you pass if you give them money and if you rent their little condos down at the beach and if you kiss their ass and don't ever question them. And the Republicans snicker and try to feed the children to the virus in unprotected schools. And I just sit back on the porch and chill and get elected. So I can be the satirist. I can be the Euripides pants and show them my ass because they're all so concerned about the kids, about the poor people, about the black people, about the gay people, about the police, about the people the police shoot, about all the jobs that they don't have. And you really watch them, and what they really want is more money, more power, more attention. And then there's that little tiny infinitesimal seed of mustard that can blossom into a whole mustard gas attack of Afghanistan and all the poor people we got to bring women's rights to and democracy to all over the world. And China's going to mine lithium and sell us all electric cars if we're not living under the bridges they're driving over. And then the highways from Africa to Beijing all the way under the Atlantic Ocean to Brazil. And I'll have to hitch a ride to Rio to buy a car and get it without the kind of discount I don't want. That's all I got.
Woo! All right, give it up for the lightning round.
Yes.
All right, all the poets you see on that screen, give it up for the lightning round, guys. Okay, lost in thought. We actually have a surprise closer.
We might, but he had a predicament happen. He might be in need of a guitar. But we don't have any he's kind of sans guitar right now.
I do have a guitar, it's just I'm changing the strings. So it's just a little time thing. But I do have some poetry I can do for you guys.
Okay, we can do the poetry.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like the...
All right.
Yes.
All right, introduce him.
Oh, duh. I forgot to introduce you. Okay, so he's a new voice. Never been here before.
New voice. Oh, you left the stage, so go ahead.
No, you do it.
New voice.
Okay. I'll just stand here being majestically awkward, being true to my T-shirt. Yes, but let's hear it for Anthony.
All right, guys. So
this was a really last minute thing for me, so I sincerely appreciate you guys having me and squeezing me in. I didn't think this was gonna happen. So I originally wanted to play some songs, but I I thought I might have had some more time to change my strings out, but thank goodness I do have some poetry I do like to write. Let me go ahead and give me one moment. Give me one moment. The stress is on now. Hi world. Okay, guys. All right. Fuck it. I might have to go off the top on one of these. So, yeah, I apologize, guys. I thought I had this shit in order. Well, all right, my friends.
So a priest, a rabbi, and a turtle walk into a bar.
Thank you. Some kind of joke. Yeah. I wish I had a joke that I could just start going off the top on. So, this poem is called "No Tears for a Cowboy." It's kind of half written. So, I had two other poems I had in mind, but it's not coming up in my list. So here it goes. No tears to give, the last cowboy heard from the wind. Chin held high and the sun shined bright. Time's a turning, said the moon through the light. No tears to give, the last cowboy heard from the wind. With his chin held high, with the sun shining bright. Time's a turning, said the moon through the wind. A last cowboy making his way through a desert that has no name. Dunes are homes when the sky's but a hole, for the stars to shine for the ones who will make it home. This last cowboy is the part where the poem ends. I wish I had something I could say that can give it a good ending. But that was it. As unclimactic as that was, I'm going to try and do better on this next one. And I'm just going to pray to fucking God that I can find it. And thank you, by the way, for being patient, guys. I mean, I really was completely unprepared. I was hoping to sing some songs. So I guess we can give it a countdown from 10, and if I don't find this song by 1, then we can officially call it a night, I guess. Yeah, I sincerely apologize. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not quitting unless I get kicked off the stage. Okay, come on. All right, cool. All right, so this one doesn't have a name. I don't really think it deserves one, but that's not to say that I have a lot of. With the swift of a hand, just like that, a world is born. Reality becomes obsolete when real and fake becomes the same. The galactic timekeeper, this is what they call him. A fine specimen, I say, the best that I've created.
Magic is only but mystery to the ones that feels and observes, but for the one who does not conversate the questions that remain unanswered. Uncertainty is a home for me. There is no other possible way. But for vacation, I'll think I'll dive in just to experience how it feels. For a man to see that which he is when real and fake finally collides. The broken glass is where I reside. For when you see into the unknown, it is only but you looking at yourself. And that was that. Thank you. Sincerely, I was hoping that it wasn't going to be as epic of a failure as that, but you know, you live and you learn, and you guys were awesome.
You're awesome.
Buy, purchase, consume, enjoy.
Let's hear it for Anthony.
Woo! Finishing up the night
Yes.
with Anthony, new voice.
New voice.
All right. There's always a surprise here at Spoken and Heard.
We're full of surprises here.
And I'd like to thank everybody who's here tonight. I'd like to thank our lightning round. I'd like to thank the people that are still here. I'd like to thank the Danimal. Keeping us fed, caffeinated, and
buzzed.
Absolutely. Oh, and we also like to thank Ernie B.
What'd I do?
Who's working?
Oh.
What I do. Who, despite his complete and utter lack of alcohol, he's still sitting up.
I'd love to thank the couple that's been sitting here the entire night enjoying the show.
Yes, thank you, folks. Thank you very much. Okay,
I didn't even see him there. I can't see him past my monitors.
They're right here. They've been here all night.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, should I do the thing?
Yes, let's do the
You
thing.
have been witness to the best,
The
baddest
best.
open mic in the ATX. Spoken and Heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee Music and Booze. It is not just an open mic, it is a show, not a show without each and every one of you, including you, Ernie B.
What?
Thank you
And
and good night.